No parent wants to ever have to think about their child wanting to no longer be on this earth, or for somebody to say those hateful things. It still affects us even now to this day. I never know what happens today. I send him to school and that same person ends up bullying him to the point where he's like, I'm just done with it, and he decides to take his life. I don't know how I would handle that. I can't imagine. I hate thinking like that, but it's something that I always have to have on my mind to make sure that I'm always fighting for my son, to make sure that he's safe.
An Abilene mother is begging for the bullying to stop at Abilene ISD. She says her son, who's in 7th grade and living with autism, has been bullied for more than 4 years. She told KTX's reporter Karina Hollingsworth it's time for the bullying to stop now. She said, listen here, you autistic brat. You should just go ahead and kill yourself. Nobody would miss you. Nobody would care.
That's Esmerelda Kellam, as she describes a text message her son, Madison Delagarza, received from a girl who's been bullying him in AISD for years. She says her son deleted that text because he just wanted it to go away, out of sight, out of mind. But escaping the effects of bullying is not that simple.
He began self-harming. He was cutting his wrist.
Kellam says her son received that text message telling him to unalive himself last year. The mother says the new school year has just begun and her son is already in alternative school because he couldn't take the bullying anymore.
He was, I think, a desk in front of 2 girls. They began to call him names, water weight, kind of implying about him being bigger. Then they began to throw things like paper, pencils, a lunch cup, from what he told me. He reacted by getting up, turning around, and pouring water on one of the little girls. The teacher stepped in, said that he would handle it, which my son responded with, well, obviously not. Upon the teacher asking him to leave the classroom, my child was very frustrated at that point and threw the empty water bottle.
Kellam says she has notified Abilene ISD of the bullying, and she says they have only offered her son a stay-away agreement, which is a signed agreement between the 2 students agreeing to stay away from each other. But nothing seems to stop the bullying.
He always feels like, in a way, the school's not doing their job because he keeps having the same interactions with the same person. I can tell you that he is losing hope and faith in the school system, towards where he feels like he's not being protected and the other children are just getting away with it.
While AISD could not discuss this specific incident, Allison Camp, the Executive Director of Student Services, assures parents and students that AISD takes bullying seriously.
We take every report of bullying very seriously, and once a report is made, then we investigate fully and communicate with parents.
Why do you think that some parents may feel that their students are not protected by the school district when they're bullied?
Well, we take every investigation and report seriously, and so that's kind of what I have to say about that.
The full interview with Abilene ISD can be viewed on our YouTube channel at KTXS Abilene. Reporting for KTXS News, I'm Karina Hollingsworth.
Karina, thank you. Abilene ISD says bullying can anonymously be reported using the Speak Up link at the top of each school website.